morning, everyone. Thank you very much for coming to condole with us. And before I pay my tributes to my dear wife, allow me to recount the events of the day that she was shot in open court in the course of discharging her official duties. I was working from home when Monica's big sister, Dr. Lucy Bitok, called me and asked me whether somebody had called me. And I told her, no, I had not received any call, except from my usual clients in the legal practice. And that's when she told me that she had been called from Makadara Law Courts and informed that Monica had fainted at work. That is a report that was relayed to her, and had been rushed to Metropolitan Hospital in Buruburu. And could I get there as quickly as possible? And I quickly dressed up and drove towards Buruburu from Lavington. But as I was going down Gong Road, Lady Justice Diana Muchache called, clearly in panic, and I think she was unable to tell me what she wanted to say on phone, and quickly excused herself and told me she would call back. At that point, I sensed there was a problem, because initially when I was told Monica had fainted, she had gone to work not feeling very well. So I assumed maybe the sickness which had exceeded, and consequently had fainted at work. But Lady Justice Mochache shortly called after the first call, and she did not know what to tell me. She just told me Monica has been shot. Fortunately, I was not driving fast, and I was able to control myself and keep the car on the road. When I got to the hospital, I found her at the emergency room. She had just been received by the doctors. And when I called her by name, she was in extreme pain, because at that point she had not even been sedated. And I called her. She calmed down, because she was writhing in pain, but she calmed down, looked at me, and asked me, actually, this was her words, how is Eliana? Eliana is the little baby in the house, 1.5 years old. I told her that Eliana was well, and I had left her sleeping. Apparently, those were very comforting ones for her, because after that she closed her eyes and kept quiet. Those were the last words that she shared with me. Now, when I was called upon to do a tribute to her, and given the suddenness of her departure, I felt that I needed to talk to her, albeit posthumously. So my tribute today is in form of a letter to my dear wife. And if you allow me, I'll read it aloud. My dear Morning, you know that I met you at the lowest point in my life. And during the few years we have shared together, you helped me pick up and piece together my life. On December 2nd, 2022, at 9:30 a.m. at Nairobi Hospital, our dear little Eliana came into this troubled world, bringing to us unparalleled joy and happiness to our entire family. It is ironic that God chose the same hospital as your point of departure, or rather point of exit from our lives. Down here we are extremely pained and distressed as a family, especially considering the senseless and tragic circumstances that has led to your sudden departure. Do you remember when I arrived at the emergency room at the Metropolitan Hospital in Buruburu? You are in excruciating pain, but when you saw me, you calmed down, looked at me, and asked, "How is Eliana?" I responded that Eliana was well and that I had left her sleeping. It was then that you closed your eyes and did not talk again. Looking back now, I realized that your biggest concern at that moment was the welfare of little Eliana. And now that you have left us, I want to assure you that with God's help, I will bring up Eliana the best way I know how. You therefore need not worry about her. I wish to inform you that we have planned to lay you to rest on a little piece of land in Dalani Yata. I know my decision to have you laid to rest there will raise many questions among our friends and perhaps even our relatives. But between you and me, we know why that is so. We bought this parcel of land at the end of February 2024. And we were intent on building our country home there. Indeed, you are very excited about settling down in Yatta. You will recall the Sunday before the tragic shooting incident happened. I went to the land with an architect and a contractor, and incidentally the contractor and the architect are among us this morning. And we were both set to commence construction. In the circumstances, I have decided to fulfill your dream of settling you on the land, on the said land, albeit posthumously. It really does not matter what our relatives, friends, and even the public at large will make of it. What now matters to me is that by doing so, I will have honored your dreams and wishes about that piece of land. And in that regard, once the dust has settled, I will immediately proceed to put up the house of your dreams as we had intended. Sorry, dear, I am now running late in submitting my written tribute for inclusion in the program for your burial, which is scheduled for June 22nd, 2024. Therefore, with your permission, let me stop there. Darling, be certain I will always love and cherish the memories of the times we had together. Koma thayo mwendo wakwa, rest in peace, my love, till we meet again. Signed off, Mr. K. Mr. K was her preferred mode of addressing me, and the name has stuck among the family and friends. And maybe of the script, in fact, when we get down to the land, you find that it is vacant land. And in fact, we attended the land board here at Kivuti on 29th of February. And it happens that the chairman, or rather the chair of the land board, is also present here with us. I could not see any better way, any more befitting way of meeting her desires. And because I intend to settle on that land, me and the family, I was not going to countenance laying her to rest anywhere else. And by the way, for your information, this Mamba is my village. So I was trying to get back, to bring back home in Yatta. And it is for that reason that I needed to talk to her. And I think as part of the healing process, I still have her phone. I intend to be communicating with her. Thanks be to God, we have the technology, we have the WhatsApp. So that conversation between me and her will continue by WhatsApp. Because I know I may not have another opportunity to, maybe I may not have an opportunity to talk to you, allow me at this point to personally express my deep felt gratitude to all those who have been involved in the preparations for this occasion. Of special mention is the judiciary, the Chief Justice, the judges, the magistracy, and the judiciary staff. They have stood with us from the 13th day of June when this incident happened. And all I can say is I'm overwhelmed and touched by the support that we have received. I can see so many judges led by Justice Daniel Musinga, Justice Radido, former colleague at the Anti-Corruption Authority. I can see Justice I'm forgetting the, yes, Bogo. I see Justice Catholima. Yes, sorry, Catholima Minotti, and many others. I think, let me sum it up by saying thank you very, very, very much for your support, and may God bless you. Thank you.